Okay, welcome students. Now, today I am explaining you about United Nations. As I told you earlier that United Nations came into existence after the First World War with the failure of League of Nations. Now, at the end of World War II, on 24th October 1945, the United Nations was established with the purpose of peace, security, and coexistence in the world. Its headquarters was to be in New York. न्यू यॉर्क में उसका हेडक्वार्टर्स है. यू कैन सी द हेडक्वार्टर्स फोटो इन दिस इज न्यू यूनाइटेड नेशंस. देर आर सो मैनी फ्लैग्स over there of many countries. These countries are the members of United Nations. It came into existence on 24th October 1945. Okay. So, and what was its work? To maintain peace, security, and coexistence in the world. Okay. Now, America's effort to establish United Nations had already begun from the time it joined the Second World War. The American President Roosevelt made 4 important announcements regarding freedom while giving this message to the American Congress with the intention of human freedom, peace, and security. Now what happened? America was under the effect to establish United Nations when the World War II was going on. Okay, so what happened? The American President Roosevelt, he made 4 important announcements to American Congress with the intention of human freedom, peace, and security. Now what are the 4 announcements? Number 1, freedom of speech and thought. मतलब हर एक इंसान को फ्रीडम होना चाहिए कि वो जो थिंक कर रहे हैं वो बोले. उनको कोई भी फोर्स नहीं करेगा कि आप ऐसे बोलो वैसे बोलो. अगर कोई ऐसा बोलेगा या फिर कोई ऐसा करेगा तो दैट पर्सन विल बी पनिशेबल. देन फ्रीडम ऑफ रिलीजन. इन दिस every citizen have the freedom to choose their own religion. No one will compel to go or to undergo with some religion rituals. Everyone is free to select their own religion. They can follow whatever religion they want. Economic freedom, third number. Economic freedom means financial freedom. Every nation should be financially free and stable. No one can compel anyone to invest money in some forcibly places. Everyone is free to handle their own finance or expenses, and this is one sort of economic freedom. So the person will be fearless if he or she is economically free. Okay. Then right to freedom from fear. Now the 4th point is right to freedom from fear. Now he wants every citizens to be fearless. They have the right to be free from all the fears, and they should not be under dictatorship. They should be democratic. They should be living freely, and no one can compel them to do any act forcibly. Okay. So if a person is free of fear, he will be independent, he will be confident, and he can be able to exist as a nationalistic person in whatever nation he or she is residing. Okay. So these were the 4 announcements what American President Roosevelt had made before American Congress. Now later, President Roosevelt and British Prime Minister Churchill prepared an 8-point agreement while they were on the ship in Atlantic Ocean, which later to be known as Atlantic Agreement. Now there was an Atlantic Agreement, and why it is known as Atlantic Agreement? Because President Roosevelt and British Prime Minister Churchill, they both prepared an 8-pointed agreement when they were on the ship in Atlantic Ocean. Now as the ship was sailing on Atlantic Ocean, in the Atlantic Ocean, so it was later to be known as Atlantic Agreement, because ये agreement Atlantic Ocean में ship में हुआ था. So that is the reason it is known as Atlantic Agreement. Now the Atlantic Agreement includes matters like maintaining freedom and sovereignty of every nation, peace, security, social and economic welfare, and disarmament. These were the points which were included in this 8-pointed agreement. Okay. Now Then the foreign ministers of Britain, America, Russia and China met in Moscow for world peace, which came to be known as Moscow Declaration. Now countries like Britain, America, Russia and China, they met in Moscow and they met there for world peace. Okay, so that was known as Moscow Declaration. Then in November 1943, the three superpowers held a conference in Tehran. The representatives of 50 nations prepared the agreement for the United Nations at Washington in September 1944. On October 24, 1945, the 51 member nations declared the establishment of United Nations, and India was also a part of it. Since then, 24th October is celebrated as United Nations Day all over the world. Presently, 193 nations are members of the United Nations. Now, what happened? Three superpowers, they held a conference in Tehran. Now, 50 members of nations, members of 50 nations, they prepared an agreement, okay, for the United Nations in Washington, at Washington, when they prepared on September 1944. So on October 24, 1945, the 51 member nations, they declared the establishment of United Nations. India is still a part. India is also a part of it, and on 24th October every year we are celebrating 24th October as United Nations Day. Presently, there are 193 nations as the members of United Nations. Understood? And you can see the flag, UN flag. This is the flag. They are having the United Nations emblem in the flag. Okay? So now you are aware about what is United Nations, what are their main aims, okay, and which are the nations. You can even see in internet, you will be getting more details about United Nations, okay? So you have to learn this for the exams also. So make sure that you are aware about all the points briefly. So in next lecture, I will be, in next explanation, I will be continuing with other parts of this chapter explanation. Thank you.